Yo, 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 yo. Mm, 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 mm. Okie dokie. Today is Sunday. What's the business, right? I am late, but it is what it is. I am late, late, late. Uh, Shucks. I didn't even get halfway or all the way through this slate here. So, what I will do is I'll go through a few of these games. What's up, Pat, man? Where were you at yesterday, bro? Or you just didn't comment? I noticed you wasn't around, or maybe you were around, and maybe I don't know. I don't know. Didn't do well yesterday. It's all right. Late, man. I'm late. I didn't even get through through the whole, through the whole slate, or whatever the case may be. I stopped right here at Baltimore. I could go through the rest of the slate, but I will tell you guys what I like right now, right so far. So let me see. Um, Yeah, for sure, man. Straight up. Straight up. I feel you on that. I do. I do. Um, um, Long story, I hit on a lot of spots yesterday. A lot of spots, parlay. Ooh, I had one parlay that sucker hit. It was like a seven leg last night on the books, and it, it, um, it, um, it smacked for me at the last play that Milwaukee I had the Milwaukee team total over three and a half, right? Three and a half. Yep. What's up, throwbacks? And I altered it down to three and a half and put it in a parlay. I'm like, man, this shit ain't gonna hit, man. Seven legger, last leg, man. That motherfucker terrain got up there. Hey, it was zero. And Yelich has sold me all the whole time, man. And I'm like, damn, this motherfucker, he about to knock this motherfucker out the park. I was at work last night. Man, he hit that motherfucker so hard. Hit that grand slam, gave them four. I had their team total over three and a half. Last leg of the parlay. Let's get it, right? You know? So it is what it is. Sometimes, I had chalked this shit up. He smacked that motherfucker though. I actually had him having a great game early. You know what I'm saying? Versus the pitcher. My top bat was Yelich, but that motherfucker didn't show up. But like I said, I don't have a lot of I couldn't already get through the slate. Let's look at the weather real quick to give you guys a quick finishing touch before you, just in case you didn't look at the weather. I lost last 2 days. Teach me something good, bro. Damn, kitty. Ooh. So look, Arizona and Philly. Oh, this game is on, right? So when I took this game, yeah, I'll tell you. Atlanta and New York, hot, humid, winds a bit out, left to left, winds a bit out to left and a bit to right, to uh, right to left at 10 to 15 miles an hour. A few raindrops could fall late, but I don't expect anything impactful. Yellow orange, Tampa Bay Rays at Pittsburgh Pirates. Scattered showers and storms early, with a more organized line of storms moving in towards the end of the game. We'll definitely need a radar check pregame here. On an on-time start would go a long way to get most or all of the game in before the main line arrives. A late start could bring near definite in-game delay, risk, or postpone. Winds right to left at 15 miles an hour, right? So interesting weather, man. Interesting weather for the Pittsburgh game. Uh, damn, and I put in what's in the, I don't know. Hopefully he can get them 5Ks for me. Um, Boston at Cincinnati. Spotty, fast moving downpours early, late start, or less likely a brief early delay is possible. The game will go all nine regardless. Okay, that's the Boston Cincinnati. Toronto and Cleveland, rain early. A late start is possible, but I don't expect any in-game issues. And it will play. Winds a bit out to right to left at 15 miles an hour. Chicago White Sox winds a bit right to left. Whatever we green. Um, New York Mets at Chicago, winds blowing in from left center, 10 miles, 10 miles an hour early, 5 miles an hour late, right? So that's the weather right there in a nutshell. Um, real quick, man, real quick. I um I didn't, like I said, I didn't get a chance to go through everything, but I want to give you guys a little something what I got. So right here, I mean, if you guys want to live bet or whatever the case may be, I don't know what the statistics is, but I took the pitching outs for the Philadelphia pitcher, and I took his strikeouts at 4.5. Right, I took them individually, did not parlay them up. He has three strikeouts. He's went through 3 innings at 40 pitches, right? So I'm looking like, okay, 40 pitches, looking at least 90 something pitches. He should be able to coast through that and hit the pitching out for me. I got them at 17 and a half at a minus 115. And then his strikeouts, I need two more strikeouts for minus 105, right? I think he should be able to hit both of those. I should have parlayed them both together, but I played them both straight, and I put it on Prize Picks, right? Um, the Braves and New York Yankees game, I just went right over it, didn't even look at it. It is what it is, right? Assuming, let's just say the weather is fine here, right? I like uh, I like Savali 5Ks before he gets tore up because he can give up long balls, right? No homo. He can give up the home runs. However, pause, whatever you want to say, but Pittsburgh, so of course, Skeen's on the mound, right? He's good, right? So it is what it is, right? Okay. Over under 7.5 of the spot, like I said, Savali can give up the home run, right? So Reynolds, I like him for hits, runs, and RBIs, whatever the case may be. Hits all the way up to a home run. He's got a hit in 19 straight games. Whatever the case may be, however you want to look at it, it is what it is, right? Looking at some of my bats, whatever did have them pulled up over here. Like I said, he's got a hit in what 19 games straight. Did his hits, runs, and RBIs. He's hit his hits, runs, and RBIs in 9 straight games, right? And 16 of 20. This motherfucker been on fire, right? So I can't deny that. I have to stay on that train. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. But it is what it is. Okay. Now, if you're looking for home runs in that game, in this game, this Tampa Bay game, like I said, Savali will give up the home runs and the lefties pop, right? It was about a cutter, I think, and that was Rowdy Tellez, right? Rowdy Tellez, if he gets a hold to that cutter, you can kiss it goodbye. And then the other guy would be Jackson Winsky. I think it was a slider. If he gets that slider or whatever that pitch is, he's gonna knock it. He's gonna knock it. Okay, so those guys are home run candidates along with Reynolds. He's a switch. And then yesterday, I didn't like the spot that Cruz was in, but I think he hit a home run. He is a lefty, so lefties get a bump, right? Lefties. Pittsburgh lefties. Toronto Blue Jays, Cleveland Guardians. What I was looking at here, we got weather concerns. We know McKenzie, he gives up power. Kikuchi, he's pitching his worst versus righties. No, I would say either way, two bats that stood out to me. One bat on the Toronto side was Vladdy, right? Haven't been hearing Vlad Guerrero's name. We know Tristan McKenzie can give up some power. Some of his pitch mixes lined up. Don't be surprised if Vlad don't hit these guys pretty hard today. Okay, and then on the flip side was It was Ramirez, right? So those are the two bats. The other kid, there's another kid. His bat popped out. It looked pretty good to me. That was um, hmm, George Springer, right? And mm, I ain't gonna give you the other one. George Springer looked okay, but guys like Stephen Kwan automatically in play. Guys like that. But Vladdy, who Ramirez, I forgot who hit leads off for this team. It used to be George Springer back in the day, but George Springer has been known to give you a bomb or something like that. But Vladdy and Jose Ramirez, those are the two bats that popped out to me. Okay, from that game. Um, Chicago White Sox and Reese and the Tigers, right? So here, um, I look right. So in this spot right here, this even if you want to use it as a parlay piece, I think Reese Olson hits this strikeout prop today. I think he hits the strikeout prop today. Okay, I think he hits it. Okay, both of these teams, we can bottle both of these teams up. What's up with it? What's up? What's up? What's up? Both of these teams, we can bottle both of these teams up, and we can look at their splits right now, right here together, right? So Detroit and Chicago White Sox. Detroit versus right-hand pitching, 24% K rate on the season, 23 for Chicago White Sox. WRC plus for Detroit over the season, 91 for the White Sox over the season, 76, right? Um, Last 30 days, both teams probably been neck and neck around this area. White Sox third in striking out, Detroit fifth in striking out. WRC plus 74 for Chicago White Sox. For Detroit, 85. We can look at them both. Last 14 days is probably as far as I'll go. Chicago White Sox number three in striking out versus right hand pitching, and then Detroit number six is right hand versus right hand pitching. Chicago White Sox 67 WRC plus and Detroit 84 WRC plus. Both of these teams have not looked good versus right hand pitching. You couple that with the fact that there's no Luis Robert in the lineup. So what I will say here, Reese Olson, if you want to use his outs as a parlay piece, go ahead. You can do it, right? Um, Jonathan Cannon, lo and behold, he can hit his pitching outs in this spot, right? So shout out to him. The few games that Jonathan Cannon has pitched, he's pitched worse versus lefties. So that's going to put me my favorite bat in this game. The pitch mix lined up. It's going to be it's going to be who the fuck was it? Riley Green, right? And any lefties that you want to get to. So I like Riley Green in this spot here. He's my favorite bat. I lean towards the over. I lean towards the over strikeouts for Olson. Couldn't talk about the strikeouts for the Cannon kid, but I ain't gonna stretch it out, right? The over outs for both of them, you can actually get to them. The outs for Olson, over strikeouts for Olson. Olson might go in there and he might go in there and get more. Six strikeouts was plus 144, seven for 300, eight for 630, right? Never know, never know. Just had to point it out. You think Gunner gonna get one hit today? Or the who? Gunner can. Uh, Boston Red Sox and Cincinnati Reds, right? So what's going to happen here? We already know the Red Sox, they like number one in the league is striking out versus left hand pitching, right? Like I said, I am kind of scared of this ballpark, but I did take Lodolo strikeouts. Not a play that I'm giving out, but I took him. He's in the strikeout spot. I could have denied it, but I'm not even going to deny it, right? They came back and won that game. I laughed at them to win that game, so that was fire right there. Yesterday, um, 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 what's the kid's name? Devers just didn't show up for me. That was wild as hell in that good spot. Cincinnati bats. I'm looking at the righties for the Cincinnati. De La Cruz, um, uh, um, Candelario. Keep in mind, Kelly's going to come out, and I think I forgot the other pitcher that's going to come in. and probably pitched like 4 or 5 innings after him, something like that. I forgot his name. I think it was Anderson, whoever the case may be. But um, you know, this ballpark produces runs, right? And I always tell you guys, I'm scared of this ballpark. So it is what it is, right? I did take a stab at Lodolo. I will be ready to live bet this game. If the bats get the popping off, then I'll be live betting it all day long on ESPN Bet. I'll be live betting hits, runs, and RBIs. Uh, Seattle Mariners at Miami Marlins, right? So we got an over under of um, over under of 7.5 in the spot. Okay, Tyler on the mound, he got called up. Okay, so not I want to say he's not a big time strikeout kid, but his strikeouts in at 3.5. I will give him the benefit of the doubt. 3.5. I will give him the benefit of the doubt going up against this team. I don't know if I'm gonna get there, but I couldn't talk you off of it. Okay, as a parlay piece, I couldn't talk you off of it. He's just got called up. You know, Miller. Miller, however, Miller, hmm, so Miller's dealing with splits, right? Mm, God, I looked at all these pictures this morning. So he on the road, he's pitching his worst on the road, right? So it is what it is. Last year I used to target him on the road versus lefties, right? So they kind of graded out well. I don't know how much I trust it, but I'll tell you, the two bats. If I'm going to any bats on Miami side, it would be Jazz Chisholm and it would be De La Cruz, right? I'm torn between which one I like the most. But if I'm looking for bats on the Miami side, it would be Dela Cruz and it would be Jazz Chisholm. That fastball, both of those guys hit that fastball. He's got a few home runs on that fastball as Bryce Miller. But here's another thing versus left hand pitching. So it's Miller could pitch good in the spot. Miami on the season versus no. Let me rewind that. Let me rewind that. Right. He's a righty. I'm sorry. I am sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Either way it go, let's take a look at it. Miami versus righties. If you feel like you want to get to a little something here, be my guest. So Miami versus righties on the season. They are in the strikeout category because his strikeouts in that 4.5, I believe, maybe 5.5 on the books, but it was definitely a 4 on Prize Picks. So Miami, where are they? They're right there in my face, and I can't even see them. Right, right. I guess. I'm getting a brain freeze. I'm getting a brain freeze. There we go. 21%, 83 WRC plus. I've been taking pitching outs versus Miami every single game, and pitchers have been getting there, right? Pitchers have been getting there. Now, my shit don't want to load up, right? I don't like this. I don't like this now one bit. Sometimes, sometimes the site goes down too, man. Let's look at the last 14 days, see if it loads up. Okay, last 14 days loads up. Lo and behold, though, Miami's creeped up in the strikeout department, but like 66 WIC plus, like that's bad, right? That's bad. Like I said, I've been taking pitching outs versus this team now. Like I said, the splits are not in favor of Miller at home. That means he can't get hit on the road, but this Miami team is bad. Do what you do what you will with that information, right? A big ass minus 188 for a parlay piece on Miller's outs. If you think he can get the 6, then be my guest, right? Be my guest, right? And like I said, the bats here. If I'm going against Miller with some bats, it's going to be it's going to be it's going to be Jazz Chisholm and De La Cruz. No, let me see. Let me see. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me see. Who did I have up here? Jazz Chisholm and Daily Cruz, right? Let me see. Let me make sure. So y'all don't. No, I'm sorry. It's Jesus Sanchez. Jesus Sanchez. Jesus Sanchez. Okay. Okay. So let me add Jesus Sanchez right here. Let me just add them to my list right there. Okay, I just add them to my list. Okay, it's Jesus Sanchez. My fault. My fault. My fault. Okay, my fault. All right. So next game, Baltimore Orioles and Houston Astros. Suarez on the mound, who's been pitching really, really good. Valdez, I don't know, right? So I'm gonna tell you like this, man. Man, I looked at this game and was like, It's a few things I agree with. It's a few things I don't agree with. It's weird, right? Either way, I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna go over here to the I'm going over here to the model. I'm gonna tell you a few things, right? So let me pull up this game here. Astros and Baltimore, right? Now I think it was damn, who was it? Adley? Man, at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell you like this: all these motherfuckers in play, first and foremost, right? So I'll just tell you what the model has here, right? The I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this shit. I don't really fuck with the model like that, but I do check in with it. I'm gonna tell you how they ranking these guys, right? I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you how they ranking these guys. The top two bats they have ranked from this game. They have Jordan Alvarez at the top, and next bat would be Ryan Mountcastle, right? We all know that's some bullshit, but all the numbers and everything, I'm rushing, so all that shit right there, right? Um, who I like is Jose Altuve, right? I always like some weird shit, right? Who I like Jose Altuve, and I think it was it Adley? I have to go back and look, right? And I didn't add those guys because I was rushing, so I have to go back and look. What time does this game come on? One something. So, long story short, though, all the top bats are in play here, man. The thing about this game here is Suarez has been pitching really good, bro. He's been pitching really good. The Astros can hit righties. Alvarez is on fire. I like the pitch mix for Altuve a little bit better, but like I said, Suarez has been good. Gunnar Henderson is awesome. Like, whatever the fuck you want to do. I wasted time just saying that shit, man. Whatever the fuck you want to do. Now this is where I stopped at, right? I didn't, excuse me, I didn't go any further than this, right? I didn't go any further than this game, right? So, I didn't go any further than this game. So if you guys, I'll tell you what, this San Francisco game has an underfield to it, of course, with Webb and Gray on the mound. I probably won't be looking at any pitchers here. Um, I don't know about looking at any bats or anything here in this one here. Uh, Washington Nationals and Colorado Rockies. I will go to the model for this one, right? Real quick. I'll go to the model for this one here and let you guys see what they have here because it is what it is, right? I'm gonna deep dive into it a little later on. You might see a ticket from it, but I will. I'll go to the model here and Who's that? Oh, Colorado Rockies. C.J. Abrams, Lance Thomas, Ryan McMahon, Winker. I don't know what happened. He only had two at bats, right? So for right now, top three bats, top two bats, top two, top three, whatever. Who's pitching? Irvin and Freeland. Okay, let me see something here. Freeland. I had already put up a prospects ticket on Facebook. Should have put it on YouTube. It is what it is, though. Um, Freeland. Isn't he just coming back from injury or some shit? Let me see. When's the last time? Right. So I don't even know how long he gonna pitch or none of that shit, man. I don't know how long he gonna pitch, man. I don't know, right? So I ain't gonna say it's a lost cause, but it's only a small sample size. I'm gonna just fall back. C.J. Abrams, Lance Thomas. Those are my top two bats from this game right now. Either way it go, it's probably gonna be that. It's been that, so it is what it is, right? Um, I wonder is my YouTube glitching? Um, and then let me see what else would we have here. Um, this Minnesota Twins game. Look, I am. This is probably the last game I got something for. I've already taken Lopez strikeouts. I've already taken. No, I didn't take his pitching outs. I'm taking the strikeouts on the strength, right? I'm giving this ass one more try here, right? One more try. I'm giving him one more try, right? One more try. One more fucking try. Shout out to J.J. Bleday yesterday, right? And he's back in play again today, uh, without a doubt there. And then you already know Royce Lewis is going to be in play here. Pablo Lopez, 25% K rate right here, right? Um, he is pitching his worst towards lefties, I want to say. I want to say lefties getting at him. He's throwing that four seamer 40% of the time. He's got 5 home runs on that four seamer. You already know what the deal is with that, right? Definitely gonna be looking at JJ here. Definitely gonna be looking at JJ here. Definitely gonna be looking at JJ here, right? Uh, so he went yard for us yesterday. I didn't take him for a yard. I took his hits, runs, and RBIs. He just continues to crush these motherfuckers who continue to throw out these fastballs, right? Uh, it's a match, you know what I'm saying? Um, he's got 4 home runs versus that fastball. 360, 364 batting average there. He will strike out. He will strike out. Um, so if you look at him for a hit, whatever the case may be, just like I said, Pablo Lopez, he's throwing that four seamer fastball at 40% of the time. Um, he's got 5 home runs on it. Slugging is up a little bit. He might take Lopez as deep. I still like to strike out for Lopez. He been jagging my motherfucking money though every motherfucking time. Damn. But I will take a stab at him, right? I've already taken his K's. I took his K's. Um, judging through what the model says, top bat, they give JJ Bleday the top bat from this game here, right? Now, um, they're gonna face a lefty, right? And Hogan Harris, pretty much bad, right? All that blue. We'll go over some numbers here. We'll go over some numbers here, real quick. Tell you guys what's gonna stand out to me, and it is what it is, right? Um, so versus righties, he's man versus righties, but he's a guy. He's throwing that fastball 60% of the time. He's expected slugging at 700 on that fastball with 3 home runs versus that fastball. That's to righties, right? To lefties, he's pitching his worst, probably his worst. He's still throwing that fastball 60% of the time to lefties, right? His ERA and things like that is pretty much bad, right? I mean, well, expected numbers are bad, right? 2.37 ERA expected at 5.09. Versus lefties, this team, Minnesota versus lefties, we can see how they fared. Um, on the season, Minnesota is they got 123 WRC plus and 725 plate appearances with a 20% K rate. Last 30 days versus left-hand pitching, they Minnesota last 30 days Minnesota only 262 plate appearances with a 17% K rate and a 137 WRC plus. WRC plus is pretty fucking high right there. So we haven't seen a lot of lefties, but they've been crushing them. Last 2 weeks, 131 plate appearances, 11% K rate. I've never seen K rate 11% for 100 some plate appearances. But 224 WRC plus, this motherfucker probably in trouble, right? He probably in trouble. He probably in trouble from hell. Um, the funny thing is, a lot of the bats, a lot of the Minnesota bats didn't even pop up at the top in the model. The top bat popped up was Blade. The next bat was Carlos Santana, Soderson, Jeffers, Miranda. So I don't even think they. Let me make sure. Let me make sure. Let me make sure that he's Lewis is in a confirmed lineup here, right? Let me make sure he's in a confirmed lineup. Royce. So we were still waiting on the starting lineup, right? And that's important, man. For both teams, we're waiting on the starting lineup. What time does this game come on? Uh, because 3:08, right? So what I'm gonna do here is I'm definitely gonna like that. That's probably gonna be my top two bats. Probably Royce and Blade, right? Those would probably be my top two bats for this game. I just want to make sure Royce is in the lineup because if you put him in and he's not in the lineup, especially on FanDuel, they're gonna count it, right? So Royce Lewis, let's see what he's been doing versus this pitch mix, and then we'll pretty much get out of here, right? Royce Lewis, uh, probably haven't seen that many lefties, so I'll definitely give him the benefit of the doubt on that. But he's a monster, right? He's just a monster. So Hogan Harris versus right hand pitching batters. Um, he's throwing that four seamer, like I said, 61.2% of the time, followed by a changeup and a curveball, right? So Royce Lewis, um, the four seamer. He's got one home run versus that 333 batting average. Expected batting average at 470 with 1,000 slugging. Small sample size, but we can't go back to last year's numbers where he had one home run, 273 batting average, but the slugging was up like 72, 727, 510. He's a big time slugger, so you ain't got too much worry about that. The next pitch that Hogan Harris was throwing was the changeup and the curveball, which he doesn't throw much. The changeup, 333, and the curveball, like he hasn't seen that, right? But he did. When he did see it, he hit it. He hit it, right? So I mean, it is what it is. I didn't even have to break down Royce because he's the man, right? So it is what it is, right? So that's why I'm at with these last few games, like Milwaukee Brewers and the Chicago, I mean, and the Cubs. I'm gonna and the Royals. I'm gonna have to go back and look. I'm gonna have to go back and look, right? I'm gonna have to go back and look. But right now, take what you like, leave what you don't. It is what it is, right? Um, I'm gonna go over this again. Let me see. Let me add these guys to my player pool here, which would be JJ. Let's see, JJ today. Um, hit all the way up to a home run. At least a hit for hit parlay, something like that. Well, I might not even, but he's in there. He deserves to be in there. Royce Lewis. If he's in a lineup, then okay, right? Hits, runs, and RBIs, all the way up to a home run. You can just about add him in. I'm gonna add him to my player pool there. Um, Lane Thomas and C.J. Abrams. Lane Thomas and C.J. Abrams. Um, get these guys in my player pool here. Lane Thomas. C.J. Abrams right there. Lane Thomas, C.J. Abrams. Okay, let me pull up ESPN bet real quick. Now I could do a little. Let me see. I could put in a little parlay here. So let's see. Let's go with an outs parlay or something, right? A big high odds. Just not big high odds, but let's go with Olsen. I'm gonna put his pitching outs up there. What else we got here? I'm doing outs parlay here. Um, Olsen. Damn, Pablo, don't even fuck around, right? But Olsen. Hmm. Miller, man. I'm gonna let Miller jag my little paper off today. I'm gonna throw him in there. Miller over 17 and a half outs. I'm gonna throw him in there. And then parlay piece. Hmm. Tristan McKenzie, Amson Fale. I like positive the weather. I'm gonna hold off for the weather here. Um, in fact, speaking of weather, let me go run a check just to see if he's mentioned anything else about this game, right? Because I might have to fade this game, this Pittsburgh game. That's important. Got to see what's going on with this weather. Um, he hasn't updated it yet. Let me see. So he updated. It says Tampa Bay. Two main things. This game likely pays. I want the pitchers to be safe here, but they are not safe here. Now the forecast, we'll see scattered storms developing ahead, a more organized band of storms later. That organized band may never make it in time to impact the game, but all it takes is one pop up out ahead of the line to cause a delay. And I can't pinpoint where those pop ups will be. If you want to roll starting pitchers here, it's not crazy, but it's not a risk free play, right? So, damn, man, it could be weird right now. The pitching can be weird, ball schemes and shit like that. I might have to cash out, man. I don't know. Let me see what they giving me. Are they giving me a cash? I might have to cash out and just fade those pitchers, man. I took Savali and Skeens strikeouts. I need one more strikeout for Christopher Sanchez, man, and one more inning, right? That'll be a damn. They ain't giving me no straight up cash out. Gotta take some money off for Paul Skeens strikeouts. Fuck it. I ain't feeling worry about it. Let me see. I might still cash this shit out. Take a little L. Oh yeah. So let me see. Where was I? ESPN bet. Yeah. That's only a plus 148. How about let's go to Ladolo and let's take some K's for Ladolo, right? Mm, 6.5 is the least you can get. Fuck it. Let's throw it in there. Let's throw it in there. 6.5 Ks. Uh, you know what? Too. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with 4.5 Ks too for Olsen, or just take the 3.5. The 3.5. I might go back. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's 12 o'clock. Mm, Lopez. Boy, don't fuck this up, bro. Straight up. I'm giving Lopez the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna take him for 5.5 Ks, and just a fun parlay, right? I'm gonna take his outs too. It's gonna be a fun parlay. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna just do that, right? Lopez 6.5. Lodolo 6.5 strikeouts. Bryce Miller 17.5 outs recorded. Olson 17.5 outs recorded, along with 3.5 Ks. Lopez 5.5 Ks, 6 innings pitched, plus 776. Okay. I already did a little. I'll be live betting a lot of these bats here. But and I'm hmm Ramirez, hmm Ramirez, hmm hmm. That's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be interesting, right? Damn, it wasn't a lot of bats like I thought I liked here today. Hmm. All right, then. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna get out of here, guys. That being said, guys, peace out, man.